If you eat too many ultra-processed foods, you could be starving your gut microbes, and they'll get hangry. That's one of many things I learned after working on a new audio course about the gut microbiome. You can learn how to keep your gut happy by listening to Try This from the Washington Post. I'm Christina Quinn. I host Try This. Dig in with me on practical advice for life's common challenges. Follow Try This right now wherever you're listening. Seriously, try it.
This season, let your shoes do the talking. Designer Shoe Warehouse is packed with fresh styles that speak to your whole vibe without saying a word. From cool sneakers that look good with everything, to easy sandals you'll want to wear on repeat, DSW has you covered. Find a shoe for every you from the brands you love, like Birkenstock, Nike, Adidas, New Balance, and more. Head to your DSW store or visit dsw.com today.
It's KFI AM 640, and you're listening to The Conway Show on demand on the iHeartRadio app.
I got to tell you something that's really, really weird. The Andersons, Paul Thomas Anderson, his whole family, Ernie Anderson, the husband, the wife, Edwina Anderson. I've known him all since I was born. One of my dad's, if not best friend, very, very close friend. I would say he's the best friend growing up, or at least in the last, 50 years. And the Andersons had help bringing up the 4 kids. They had a housekeeper. Her name was Dahlia. And she was at the service today because Edwina Anderson passed away. And this woman looks exactly like she did 40 years ago. I don't know what she's done. But I saw her and I thought maybe it was her daughter or her granddaughter. It's her. She looks exactly the way she was 40 years ago. I almost didn't want to get near her because there's something weird going on. So how about this, Crozier? And she said, do you remember when you were a kid, we used to take my stepsister and my dad used to drop the kids off at the house and we'd all walk to a 7-Eleven and get Slurpees. I said, I absolutely remember that. You lived on the corner of Hazeltine and Chandler. Mm. And she said, yeah. And her son, Tony, is in law enforcement somehow. And then during the break, during the commercial, and when you come in and do the news, LAPD officer gets in an accident today on the corner of Hazeltine and Chandler.
No.
Isn't that where that was reported, Angel? There's an LAPD officer that got into an accident on Hazeltine and Chandler. That's exactly right. The corner they used to live on.
Wow.
What are the odds of that? Hope the officer is okay. But what are the odds of that? Well, I guess 100%, because it happened. It's weird. All right, Michael Monks is with us. Michael, what do you say? What do you know?
Hey, good afternoon. I'm downtown in Los Angeles.
I can't believe how many cameras covered these Menendez.
This was the craziest presser I've been to since I started at KFI in February. I mean, it's nuts. You recall, of course, the Matthew Perry indictments that came a few months ago. That was a big deal that attracted a lot of media we don't usually see around the city at regular news events. This was bigger than that. I mean, all of the different languages represented here had their news media here, and that happens sometimes with big local news. But when the Hollywood press shows up and the international press shows up, it's such a mess. And this was a big one today.
Wow. Where is this press from? Is it international attention as well?
Yeah, I mean, all of the major networks had people who were there.
How many cameras would you say were there? I would say close to 100 journalists and 100 cameras.
Easily 50 to 100 journalists on scene. If I had to count the cameras, I mean, there were rows. And
it looked like the O.J. Simpson trial.
Yeah, it was similar to that, I suppose. I'm probably too young to remember what the media looked like at that time, but
it was a lot.
I do know that there were a lot of cameras, and so people were having to stack. I'm sitting on the ground, crisscross applesauce, trying to sneak my way in, and it was quite uncomfortable as we got an update from relatives of the Menendez family who say it's time to let these guys out of prison.
Yeah. What is the vibe amongst the journalists? They all want these murderers to get out?
Well, I think for most of us, we're just there to hear what people have to say. Right. And then we report on that, and we'll hear from various perspectives. And then, of course, there's actual law involved here, so we'll have that to go by as this proceeds. I heard a little jibber jabber that, maybe this has become a political stunt for a district attorney who is struggling in the polls against a challenger, and perhaps this could win him some favor. And, there's no way to confirm vibes, but those were the vibes that were discussed certainly over my shoulder while I was sitting crisscross applesauce on the dirty ground of downtown LA.
For people that use a more politically incorrect term for that, that's Indian style.
It used to be, yes.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So, are the people in the crowd, the journalists, do they think, is there a vibe there that they think that if these kids get out, they'll murder people again?
No, to the contrary. I think what we heard from the family today was since Lyle and Eric Menendez have been sent to prison in 1996, they have attained education and they've become model prisoners. And apparently they mentor other prisoners who, are looking for a better life in that world. So they have presented Lyle and Eric Menendez as two men. I should say boys, because that was the word that was used a lot. You can gain perhaps more sympathy that way when you described them in youthful terms. They were young when this happened, but they were adults, 19 and 21 years old back then when they shot and killed their parents at home. But the word boys was used a lot, and to contextualize that, you have to assume that, a lot of these family members haven't seen these guys since before that took place, at least not in a normal context. So they're stunted with their memories of them. So they remember them as boys.
Okay, so they remember them as boys. How are the parents listed? Are they still listed as murdered?
As far as I can tell, their obituaries are still accurate. The parents are dead. Kitty and Jose Menendez are dead. But you had relatives of both of them who were here today saying that their nephews, their cousins, deserve to be let out of prison. They've spent enough time. Now, there is a legal proceeding here. There is a legal component to this. Forgive me again, as you might hear the Downtown National Anthem playing in the background.
I've never heard that before. That's funny, dude.
I'm here in the downtown
KFI
headquarters.
Do you have to stand and salute?
Yes, just a moment of silence, please. All right. So what they're saying is, look, these are guys, we know about the sexual abuse claims from the two trials in the 90s. The argument is, back then, and it was, I'm afraid to say, a long time ago at this point, this wasn't treated as seriously as perhaps it should have been. That's their argument, that we know more about sexual abuse and the trauma that it can cause, especially as it relates to men and boys who are molested or raped, and that this was something that was kind of laughed off, they say, back then. If the trial, this is what we heard directly, if the trial were held today, the outcome would be different. Not a not guilty verdict, but they would not be doing as much time as they are because these relatives believe that Eric and Lyle Menendez were victims too, specifically of sexual abuse and other kinds of abuse at the hands of their father, Jose.
I heard that there is a relative of the Menendez couple that was killed, and I don't know what kind of relative it is, that wants those kids out so they can get even with those kids. Is that true?
Yeah, I mean, there were also relatives who have spoken against the release that believe justice was in fact served after the murders of Jose and Kitty Menendez. They did not have a big press conference with attorney Mark Garagos today, so a lot of the cameras didn't find those folks, but they have been spoken to, and that is the position of some of them.
What about Leslie Abramson? Is she involved somehow?
Attorney?
Yeah, the attorney, because she was their attorney on the second trial.
No, I did not. I did see a clip of her, now that you mention it, circling social media. I think she's retired. She might be in her 80s. I think it was referenced on this video that I saw, and she was just getting gas somewhere, and somebody with a camera went up and asked her opinion. And she still believes in the Menendez brothers.
Right. She believes that they should not be in jail or in prison.
Exactly. Now, that's what I saw in a social media clip that was going around. I just happened to watch that this week. Maybe others who were listening saw that clip circling around on X. That's where I think I saw her, maybe on TikTok.
Yeah. This is a big... Is it Netflix that did the documentary or the show?
Yeah, so there is, of course, a dramatization, a miniseries, and that's drawn a lot of attention. And it was noted today because it's been criticized by some as oversimplifying the case, misrepresenting the case, but it has garnered a lot of sympathy for Eric and Lyle Menendez.
Yeah, it has.
And so what Mark Garagos, the attorney, said today was there are young people who weren't even born when these murders took place, who have taken to contacting the district attorney's office saying, hey, you got to look at this case. These guys were victims.
Wow. All right. Well, who knows? I had a run-in with Leslie Abramson back when during the second trial, so I'm just afraid those kids are going to get out and kill me.
Well, you stay in the Burbank Fortress and you should be safe there.
That's right. I'm voting to keep those lads in jail until I press on. Buddy, I appreciate you coming on. Always my pleasure. Are you going to? Are you? By the way, are you a big Breeders' Cup fan?
I like to watch it when it comes to Kentucky. Every now and then I get excited about it. So
it's going to be Del Mar this year.
Do you have any tips?
Not yet. Not yet.
All right, let's reconnect on that because I'm going to take a look.
Del Mar racetrack there north of San Diego?
No, if I couldn't walk to it in Louisville, I've never been.
Buddy, you with your horse racing background and your knowledge, you would love Del Mar. It's the most beautiful track ever.
If that's an invitation, I'm in.
It's not, but I'll try it. I'll try to get. I know a guy that can let you in for like $40. You just give him a Merry Christmas, roll up 220s, and he lets you in the house.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's slick.
All right, see you later.
Cool.
All right, Michael Monks from Kentucky is a big race fan. He knows more about racing than like 10 times more about racing than I do.
That's saying something.
A lot, man. I guess he lived walking distance at Churchill Downs.
It's insane.
He's able to walk to the track.
So I'm wondering, I'm assuming you've had the conversation. Has he been to a number of derbies?
Oh, yeah. I would say probably 30. You know, I mean, he lived in the shadows of that track. What a life. Man, oh, man. I'd be broke. If I lived walking distance to the track, broke. You know what I was thinking about doing is selling our house in Burbank and getting a 1-bedroom apartment across from Santa Anita and just going for it. That's my wife.
Where will Jen live?
That was my wife's reaction. She laughed like that. She can live where she wants, you know.
I ain't restricted her.
Yeah. We'll have plenty of, money for about 3 months, 4 months. She won't have to work for about 5 months.
Hey, now.
She'll love it.
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. on demand from KFI AM 640.
I was just talking to my buddy Mo Kelly, who comes on at 7 o'clock. And I saw this thing come on TV for Cosm, COSM. And it's in Inglewood. And I know Mo has his ear to the ground in Inglewood. What's going on? He lives out in that area. I said, what is this thing? And he says, buddy, it's the greatest thing ever. It's like being at the game. It's like the Sphere without the big dome. And there's one stationary camera that's high definition. It's $22 to get in. You go in there, and it's like being at Dodger Stadium, or in this case, Met Stadium, and watching the game with other people. It's the greatest effing idea in the world. Bellio, let's see if we can get them on.
All right.
Cosm.
Cosm.
Cosm. All right. Bronny or Brony? Bronny. All right. Steve Gregory's with us. How you, bub?
Hey, pal. How are you?
Good. I'm doing sorry, I'm interrupting you with your social media.
No, what I was trying to do is see if they were in any way related to the Sphere people.
Wow. You're a step ahead of everybody.
Yeah, because Sphere is owned by Madison Square Gardens.
Yes.
So I was wondering if MSG might have owned COSM.
Buddy, I am so proud of you. You won yet another award.
Yeah, this was really special because it's a category that I never thought I'd ever win.
And you flew to New York to receive the award.
Jacob Gonzalez and I and Nick Paliacchini all went out to pick it up Monday night.
They flew you out there for it?
Yep, they did.
What does that mean when you're shaking your head like that?
I'm just saying yes.
Looking around the studio?
I'm just saying yes. We went out over the weekend, and the ceremony was Monday night in downtown Manhattan.
Did you know you were going to win?
Yeah, well, they let us know a few months ago so that we could have time to buy tickets and get everything together.
Wow. Is that your first Edward R. Murrow award?
No, it's my third national award.
Don't you and I share one?
We do. We share a regional award for car chase coverage.
Yes, ding dong. I'll high five you.
The car chase in Downey.
Ow.
The live car chase in Downey. It was credited on that night was you, Bellio, Chris Little, and me.
Okay. Hey, buddy, next time I reach over the counter to high five you, can you meet me halfway? Why do I have to jump over?
You're in better health than I am.
98%
You're in better
of this.
shape than I am.
I'm in horrible shape. I need surgery on my right arm. I need Tommy John.
Why?
Because I'm out of underpants. All right. Steve, you won yet another award. That's unreal.
Yeah, like I said, this.
And tell us what you won again for.
The category was diversity, equity, and inclusion.
Wow.
Yes, and it was our 2-hour special.
They screwed up.
Well, a lot of people were like, "Wait, what?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's a DEI award for our 2-hour special on the LGBTQ plus community, their alternative."
Oh, wait.
Yeah, I know this is coming out of Rancho Palos Verdes. Possible plane crash in the ocean.
There's a plane crash in the ocean.
Yeah, off Portuguese Bend. Yeah, they're looking for it. Unconfirmed.
A private plane?
Unconfirmed.
Yeah, small plane. They say. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a 747 filled with people.
No,
small plane.
Is that it right there?
Oh, that's another boat.
Oh, yeah, it's a little boat.
But that'll be the second crash. Wasn't there a crash on Catalina earlier in the week?
There was.
Yeah, horrible.
A week or two ago. Yeah,
during takeoff.
Okay.
So so this was the 2-hour special we did on the LGBTQ plus community and the struggle they were having with parents and about what to teach in schools.
Okay.
And remember last year all those protests were happening?
Sure.
So we just sort of took a snapshot from what was going on and put a 2-hour special together.
Wow. When you and so how many other people were up for the award?
For that award, 31.
And you won.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
When you walked up to get the award, did you hear this? Oh, they give it to a white guy.
No. But I will tell you that I was told that everyone who's won before me was all from an NPR station.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, this is the first
commercial.
First radio station that relies not on the government to get their money.
Well, if you want to look at it that way, sure. I look at it as programming. It's the first non-commercial, or it's the first commercial station to win that award, is what I was told.
So the first non-state sponsored station.
Sure. Yeah.
Isn't that true?
Well, they receive some money. Sure.
State sponsored.
Well, yeah, the taxpayer funded through the Corporation for Public Broadcasting.
That's right. And we have to go out there and make the money on our own here.
And it's also the first time KFI's ever won a national Murrow.
Wow. Buddy, you got to be very proud of that.
I am. And Jacob and Nick, we had to put it together in 6 days. Robin, I love Robin when she says, she comes in and she goes, "Hey, but is there something you can do? This really big thing, it's blah, blah, blah." I said, "Yeah, we can do something. How soon do you need it? Can you do it this weekend?" I'm like,
wait a minute. You put that whole show together in 4 days?
6 days.
6 days.
6 days.
And you won an Edward R.
National,
Murrow.
yeah.
A national award against 31 other competitors.
It's like the show we did on Stopping the Hate for the Asian hate community. We had 5 or 6 days to put that one together, too.
Really?
We were told to put a rush on that one.
When was that?
I don't know, 3 years ago, a couple 3 years ago.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Did you work on that alone, or did...
That was also Jake and I.
And Stefouche or Bellio didn't work on it?
No, they did not. Nope, they did not. Mm-hmm. Oh.
When you get the award, do they have to inscribe it?
Yes, it's engraved. It just says the category, the title of the entry, and then the station.
Are you going to put it next to your pink helmet?
It's a white helmet.
Oh, sorry.
And no, there's no room. I've run out of room in my office for stuff.
I thought you had a red helmet.
I have a red helmet for when I'm in the field, and a white helmet from the LA County Fire Department that they gave an award for.
Buddy, you're all awarded up.
I kind of am.
Yeah. How many different awards? And don't tell me you don't know.
I don't.
I'll jump across this desk. How many different awards do you have?
I don't know.
Hundreds.
How would I know?
You have many golden mics yet?
I don't keep track. Oh, quit asking me that.
How many gold mics do you have?
I don't
Crozier,
know.
how many gold mics do you think he has?
472.
Okay.
472.
I bet you have north of 100. You won 21 year.
Dude, I have no clue because I've won communicator awards, AP awards,
Edward R. Murrow.
They just all get lost in the mix in his head.
There should be a museum for you.
No.
Imagine that. A woman putting a dress on, guy putting a suit on. They have dinner right before they go to the Steve Gregory Museum.
Is that how it's going to go? A dinner package?
That's right. Steve speaking tonight.
Hi, welcome to my museum.
Buddy, I would start the Steve Gregory Museum with you.
No, we're not.
Crozier, we got to do that.
No, we're not going to do that.
The Steve Gregory Museum?
I'm very blessed to have people work around me.
I bet Robin Bertolucci would get behind that. The Steve Gregory Museum?
No. She wouldn't give me. The thing is, you wouldn't want what she would put in my museum.
She'd probably change the title of it.
She would.
To the Conway Museum.
It would be the Steve Gregory S-List Museum.
By the way, I probably shouldn't say this on the air, but I think I'm her favorite host. I swear to God, I'll jump right over there. It's Conway on KFI. Why are you laughing at that? What's wrong with you, dude?
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. on demand from KFI AM 640.
If you eat too many ultra-processed foods, you could be starving your gut microbes, and they'll get hangry. That's one of many things I learned after working on a new audio course about the gut microbiome. You can learn how to keep your gut happy by listening to Try This from the Washington Post. I'm Christina Quinn. I host Try This. Dig in with me on practical advice for life's common challenges. Follow Try This right now wherever you're listening. Seriously, try it.
Second inning, Dodgers 2, Mets 0, and a collision in the Mets outfield. We'll see if the guys are okay. But, man, oh, man, what a game. What a game. Dodgers up in the top of the second, 2-0 against the New York Mets. Ding dong with these Dodgers. Ding dong with them. All right, we have possibly, a plane crash. Elio, what prompts that? I mean, either a plane's gone down or it hasn't. Is it just missing on the radar and they don't know where it is?
I'm not really clear on the details. It's just a report of a plane down.
Oh, that's horrible. All right. Before we get into more details, we must do this. We have a cash giveaway, so let's take care of that, and then we'll get back into it. Here we go.
Now, your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Bills. That's Bills, B-I-L-L-S. Enter it now at KFIAM640.com/cash. Powered by Sweet James Accident Attorneys. If you're hurt in an accident, winning is everything. Call the winning attorneys at Sweet James. 1-800-9-MILLION. That's 1-800-9-MILLION or sweetjames.com.
There you go. Go to the website. KFIAM640.com/cash. And the keyword is not balls. It's bills. Is that right? Bills? All right.
Bills.
Steph gave me the thumbs up. Bills. B-I-L-L-S. And you could win $1,000. Dodgers 2, Mets nothing. That's a good start. That's a good start for your Los Angeles Dodgers. They'll be playing tonight, tomorrow, and Friday in New York. And then if they win one of those games, at least one of those games, we'll have another game back here, I think on Monday, at Dodgers Stadium. All right, speaking of the Dodgers, Shohei Ohtani, his ball that he hit over the wall for his 50th home run, he was the first member ever to be in the 50-50 club. 50 home runs and 50 stolen bases in 1 year. And Belly, you're a baseball fan. You used to follow the Rockies. You worked at the Rockies Stadium. What do they call that stadium? The Rock Wall? The Rock?
Coors Field.
Oh, that sounds right. Is Coors really big in Denver?
Oh, yes.
Huge, right? They're like the Budweiser of Denver?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so this is a rehab year for Shohei Ohtani. Do you know that?
Yes.
It's a rehab year.
Yeah.
And he got 50-plus home runs and 50-plus stolen bases.
Pretty impressive, huh?
Has to be MVP.
Oh, for sure.
Who's going to beat that? Anyway, the ball that he hit over the fence for his 50th home run, it breaks a record at auction. And I knew it was going to be worth a lot of money. I said between $1.5 million and $3 million. I was a little shy. Let's find out what it sold for.
The iconic baseball, the Shohei Ohtani 50-50 ball that has now made its way back home to the City of Angels. Take a look at it. It is online at golden.com, and it is bidding fast. Expected to reach $3 million. You have a little more than a week as the bidding closes on October 22nd.
Oh, I thought it was over at $2 million. It's continuing. It could be $3 million for this ball.
Dodger superstar, first ever, of course, to reach 50 homers and 50 stolen bases in a single season. That happened last month, about a month ago.
We should put a bid on it just to jack the price up for, $3.5 million, hoping we don't win because we don't got that kind of dough. But I think it's going to go for north of $3 million because people have that kind of stupid money. Billionaires, this is nothing for a billionaire.
And the baseball will go home to the highest bidder. Now, we spoke here to Dodgers and Mets fans about this multi-million-dollar memorabilia. Here's what they had to say.
When this ball was flown up from Florida, I met the security guard at 11:30 p.m. at my office, and I've got 100 employees. I personally met him at 11:30 at night, and I put it in my safe, and I'm out here in L.A. because I think it's important that Dodgers fans get a chance to see it and hear about it. And look, even if you can't afford $2 million, if you can't afford $200, the great thing is you can go to Golden Auctions, you can go to golden.com, you can check it out.
That's an amazing statistic, and for a player like Ohtani to come over here and basically take over the league like that and set records in the last few years, pretty cool to do.
Yeah, pretty exciting.
Who do you think's going to buy the ball?
The person who
has the highest bid. Is that possible?
Who do you think's going to buy the ball?
The guy who outbids everybody else.
Who do you think's going to buy the ball?
The person who
outbids everybody else.
Bids the most money.
God almighty. 3D house of flat questions. 3D house of flat answers. Flat question first.
Who do you think's going to buy the ball?
Followed by flat answers.
The person who bids the most money.
3D house of flat comments.
Who do you think's going to buy the ball?
Flat question.
The person who bids the most money.
Flat answer.
Maybe I know Ryan Cranston's a huge Dodger fan. I can see him getting together with some people. I don't know. Something crazy like that. Just
Wait, who's going to buy it?
I know Ryan Cranston's.
Ryan Cranston?
Probably Brian.
Yeah, maybe
Cranston.
Brian. I don't know. Ryan, whatever. Brian.
I know Ryan Cranston's a huge Dodger fan. I can see him getting together with some people. I don't know. Something crazy like that. Just a rich person, for sure.
What do you think?
I can see Ohtani buying it.
There you go. Yeah.
Buying his own ball?
Yeah, buy back his own ball, part of his legacy. Yeah.
Yeah, that's possible. That's possible. And then if he buys it back and signs it himself, it's going to be worth a lot more, I think. But if you have, let's say you're a billionaire, that means you have 1,000 stacks of $1 million. You have 1,000. If you're worth $1 billion, you have 1,000 stacks of $1 million each. So if you bet $3 million on the ball, it's only 3% of your life. Wait a minute, is 3? No, it's less than that. It's less than that. It's 0.3. Because 1%, 10% of $1 billion would be $10 million. No, it'd be 100 million. 100 million would be 10%. Wow, how about that? 10% of $1 billion is $100 million. God almighty. Man, and that's only 1 billion. There are guys, Elon Musk is worth 185 billion. Isn't that what he's worth? Somewhere in that ballpark? Let's see here. Elon Musk net worth. Oh no, I'm sorry. That's off. Let's do a whip around. Don't look it up. Let's do a whip around. How much is Elon Musk worth? What's his net worth? Steffaroni, Tony.
I'll take that, what you said. 185.
185. Okay. Crows.
I'll go $500 billion. Why not?
333.
No, $500 billion.
Yeah, 333 billion.
Or 500 billion.
Oh, I said half. I thought you said a third.
Yeah, no.
$500 billion. Okay. All right. 500. All right. Bellio.
300 bill.
300. Angel.
I'll take the action on the third. 333.
333. Anybody else in there?
Nope.
Okay. Elon Musk is worth, his net worth today is 247 billion.
Oh, now you got to do some math.
Dollars. And I think who bid 300?
I did.
Bellio gets it. Bellio. Brawny woman.
Speaking of billion, you did talk about who's the majority owner of Cosm.
Oh, no. Who is that?
Steve Wynn.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
I told you that in the break.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
And it makes sense. It's a sports sort of thing because it was also funded by a former co-owner of the Milwaukee Bucks.
That was good, Stefouche. Wait, I'm sorry.
Owner of the Cleveland Cavaliers, also an investor. So a lot of sports guys own teams and stuff. They're all part of the investment group.
Okay, and that's how you pronounce it? Cosm? Cosm or Cosm?
I'm going to go with Cosm,
Yeah, they should have a different name for it.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. But that is a spectacular. I mean, I wish there was one in the Valley. I'd go there every night. Every night. It's like being on the field watching the game. All right, Bellio, you get the star. Elon Musk, we're at $247 billion. $247 billion. That is a lot of dough.
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. On Demand from KFI AM 640.
If you eat too many ultra-processed foods, you could be starving your gut microbes, and they'll get hangry. That's one of many things I learned after working on a new audio course about the gut microbiome. You can learn how to keep your gut happy by listening to Try This from the Washington Post. I'm Christina Quinn. I host Try This. Dig in with me on practical advice for life's common challenges. Follow Try This right now wherever you're listening. Seriously, try it.
We have some serious breaking news. They're looking for a plane that may have crashed off the coast of Palos Verdes. That's a big deal. And so we'll stay on top of that. There are boats. I imagine the Sheriff's Department, Coast Guard probably is involved. Some local fishing boats looking for a plane that may have crashed in the ocean between Palos Verdes and Catalina.
Hey, Timmy.
Yes, ma'am.
I just called a friend of mine who lives right over there and asked if they even saw any of that activity. He's like, I can't see anything because it's so fogged in right now.
Yeah.
Sent me a picture, and normally you could see, Channel Islands, Catalina Island. You can't even see the street below them.
Oh, my
it's
God.
So foggy.
Yeah. So that may have it may have been a reason also that may have crashed. It's possible.
Possibly. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Stay on top of that. Thanks, Angel.
Yeah.
All right. Angel Martinez. God, that woman knows everybody. Everybody. Every time we do a remote, everyone asks about Angel Martinez. Is Angel coming? Where's golden voice? Angel Martinez.
Because I know them all.
You do. You know everybody. You do. Every time we're like, we're talking, hey, my elbow hurts. Oh, I got the best doctor in the world. And Belly went to your doctor.
Yeah.
Dr.
That's awesome.
Dr.
Son.
Dr. Son.
Yeah.
Son.
Dr. Roger Sohn.
He's great, though. She was right.
Is that right?
Yeah, she was right.
Nice. All right. We've got some. I don't want to do that. We already did that. We already did that. There's nothing left.
All right. I'm going to head on home.
All right. Oh, let's do the Doritos restaurant. People like Doritos in restaurants, I guess.
Doritos After Dark is a new restaurant inside the Crypto.com arena.
What will they think of now?
What? Doritos After Dark?
What will they think of now?
Frito-Lay reps say it's a way for ticket holders to see the creative and surprising ways the Doritos can enhance your favorite meals and cocktails. They're serving everything from margaritas and veggie dumplings to ice cream and California rolls, all with a Doritos twist.
Wow. Angel, Bellio, Crozier, we're all about the same age, give or take, 10, 15 years. Do you remember in the summer, like we were all alive when Doritos came out? I was born before Doritos existed. Stefouche, you've never known a day in your life where Doritos weren't available. Isn't that right?
That's true.
Yeah. Well, us dinosaurs, we were alive before Doritos. And remember when Doritos came out? It was in the summer, and there was nothing like a cold Coke and a bag of Doritos.
You know where they were invented?
I thought was it Dodger Stadium?
Disneyland.
Oh, Disneyland. Okay, yeah. What's the deal with that?
So they had a Mexican restaurant back in the day in Frontierland, and it was sponsored, I think, by Frito-Lay. And every night they would toss out all of the tortillas that they had from the day, and then I think somebody suggested, or maybe it was Frito-Lay, said, "Hey, why don't you cut them up and fry them and dust them?" And they did, and they just blew up from there.
Is that right?
Yep.
They were created at Disneyland.
At Disneyland.
Wow, that's great knowledge.
I just happened to run across that little story last week.
That's wild, man. But I guess they're gonna have their own restaurant now, Doritos Restaurant.
But wasn't one of the best thing about Doritos is all the orange dust on your fingertips after you eat them?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Cheetos and Doritos. My old partner, Brian Whitman, his dad loved Cheetos. Not the puffy ones, but the harder, crunchy ones.
Oh, yeah.
And he used to have a shirt that he called his Cheetos shirt. And it was a white shirt that he'd wear, and he'd eat it, and then he'd wipe his hand on his sleeve. Eat some, wipe his hand on his sleeve, on his shoulder. So his entire shoulder was covered in that cheese crap.
Let's go to ABC 7.
Okay, ABC 7. Here we go. ABC 7 with this possible plane crash. I know we're going overtime here for a second, but this is pretty important. Might be a plane crash in the ocean off of Palos Verdes.
Resort here in Rancho Palos Verdes, right along Palos Verdes Drive, is that command post out to sea. You can see several lifeguard vessels as well as drones making their way into the area, trying to look for any signs of debris after a witness reported seeing a possible aircraft in the water. It is a report that they are taking very seriously, but as of now, they have not found any signs of that aircraft. And so far, we have not heard any reports of any missing aircraft in this area. So you can see they're going to continue the search. And of course, if we hear or see anything, we're going to bring it right to you. Guys, back to you.
Thank you. Chris, there's a sheen in the water, which might be oil or gas from a plane. All right, we'll come back and tell you more about this breaking news. We're live on KFI AM 640.
Conway Show on demand on the iHeartRadio app. Now, you can always hear us live on KFI AM 640, 4 to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and anytime on demand on the iHeartRadio app.
If you eat too many ultra-processed foods, you could be starving your gut microbes, and they'll get hangry. That's one of many things I learned after working on a new audio course about the gut microbiome. You can learn how to keep your gut happy by listening to Try This from the Washington Post. I'm Christina Quinn. I host Try This. Dig in with me on practical advice for life's common challenges. Follow Try This right now wherever you're listening. Seriously, try it.